Tonight on The Real Hustle, Alex, Jess and Paul are back with their most audacious scams to date. We reveal how this couple go from winners to losers in a matter of minutes.
He's took our money, hasn't he?
And watch out for dodgy market traders selling you a load of rubbish.
Yeah, you won't get anything like this at the other shops, guarantee that.
This is The Real Hustle. We're going to uncover the secrets behind the most popular scams being carried out by con artists in Britain today. Our real hustlers are Alex, a confident trickster, Jess, a sexy swindler, and Paul, the scam artist. They've been travelling the UK to demonstrate to our hidden cameras exactly how the cons work. All the people in this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so that you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams.
When buying something from someone you don't know, leaving the money with a third party should be a good idea. But not everything is what it seems.
The hustlers have put this bike up for sale. It's in good condition and rides like a dream, so it should sell well. Alex has arranged to meet a prospective buyer at a pub to clinch the deal. This is the escrow scam. Alex arrives at the pub first and waits for the mark, but this sting also requires an accomplice. Paul is here too, and carrying a cash box and paperwork, he could easily be mistaken for the landlord.
Can I get a coffee? Can we get a chance?
Which is exactly the intention. He settles in just in time for the prospective bike purchaser to arrive.
Oh, yeah. You, Richard?
Hi. Did you find it all right?
Yeah, no, it's a bit obvious.
No, that's all right. Did you have a look at the bike? Did you see it?
Quick
just
spin,
outside?
yeah, just a
Okay.
quick spin.
Do you want to take it for a little spin?
Could do.
Yeah? The other thing, I've forgotten the papers at my house, but I only live literally around the corner, so I can go and get them whilst you go for a spin. And also, when you take it for a spin, can you leave me the money? Because it's going to be a bit awkward to give you the keys to the bike.
I suppose.
Before the mark takes the bike for a test drive, Alex suggests he leaves the money behind as security.
Should we go and have a look?
Yeah, my bag. So I just thought you wanted to leave behind the.
It's time to bring Paul into play.
Rob, this gentleman's buying the bike off me, and I don't want to walk around to my house with 800 quid in my pocket. Can we put it in behind the bar or something?
How much is it?
Is it 800 quid?
You're selling the bike? You get a new one, did you?
Just gonna go
I am.
Alex has successfully passed off Paul as the landlord of the pub and a trustworthy third party to look after the 800 quid.
I'll be here for about an hour.
Okay,
yeah?
you go.
Confident the money's in safe hands, Alex and the mark go outside to check over the bike.
It's a nice little four-stroke.
Yeah.
It's nice and clean, isn't it?
It's really nice and clean. Just spin it around, dick it up the street back, and that's fine. It gives me time to go and get the papers anyway. I'll meet you back here in 5 minutes. If you go left out the car park, it goes all the way round, you'll be back here in 2 minutes. I'll be back in a sec, yeah?
While the buyer's on the test drive, Paul, the landlord, makes off with the cash box and the money before the mark returns. And when he does come back, Alex is waiting for him.
Have a good bike.
It's quite a nice ride, isn't it?
He's impressed and wants to seal the deal.
I brought the paperwork. Rob's got it in the bar. Do you want to have a look at it? And I'll come in a sec.
Alex encourages him to go inside and leave the bike, vital for this scam to work.
I'll see you inside in a sec.
But the mark's reluctant and hangs around.
Right. Hang on, what's that?
To get rid of him, Alex thinks on his feet and pretends to receive a phone call. A tricky conversation with his wife should do it.
What's up? Sorry, 2 minutes. Do you mind? I'll meet you inside, don't worry.
But the Mark's still reluctant to leave the bike. He wants to take the keys, but if Alex lets him, the scam's all over.
I'll be 1 second. I'll come in.
It's crucial that Alex gets the Mark back inside the pub, but he refuses to move.
Richard, do you want... Sorry, mate, I have to be on phone. Do you want to come in? OK. All right. No, sure.
After a lot of coercion, he finally goes in, thoughtfully picking up Alex's helmet on the way.
Oh, yeah, no. I'll come in a sec. Sorry, the wife's got a new baby. I'll come and join you a sec.
Eventually, having gone inside alone, the Mark expects to see Paul, but he and the money are nowhere to be seen. Alex gets on his bike to make a quick getaway, but can he escape before the Mark realises? The Mark's not going to see the bike or his 800 quid again. So how did the scam work? Paul wasn't really a trustworthy landlord. The test drive was merely a diversion. Alex didn't collect any documents for the bike, and while the Mark was away, Paul's already scarpered with his props and the £800.
Landlord of a pub always seems like a good one because, I mean, they're publicans, they have to sign, don't they? You know, the magistrates and all that. To be a licensee means you're a man of standing. The only bit that really got me is when I came outside and I was within grabbing distance, and if I hadn't had 3 broken ribs, I might have given chase.
You know, versions of this scam have been around at all sorts of levels of business. For example, when 2 businesses are trading money, one might suggest using an escrow service, someone who holds onto the money until the transaction is completed and then passes that money to the next party. Unfortunately, what happens is sometimes that escrow service is just a front. It's actually been set up by the other business and is really part of the scam.
Never leave money or your property with anybody that you don't know. Never do deals in pubs with people that you don't know. Try to do the deal at somebody's home. Get somewhere that you can go back to and say to the police, if it does go wrong, this is where it happened. Pubs are no good.
This is recognised as the most common and successful scam in the country. Now, victims are usually targeted with emails and letters without even meeting the con artist. But we wanted to prove that this scam still works face-to-face.
Internet and junk mail prize draw scams successfully con millions of pounds from Britons every year. Jess and Paul are posing as representatives of TRH Enterprises, a fictitious company that organises these fraudulent prize draws. They've hired a room at a swanky hotel to give away top-flight prizes, like this very shiny and very visible sports car. Inside the hotel, they prep a room with fake company branding, a spread of expensive-looking nibbles, and pictures of fabulous prizes. One of these must be won tonight. All they need now is the unlucky winner.
I'm just going to go get Mr. Marks. You can just explain some things.
This couple have received a letter telling them they've definitely won a prize, and they're here to pick it up. Will it be the sports car, a country cottage, or £5,000? It's a win-win situation.
This is Mr. and Mrs.
Hi there, how are you?
Or it would be if the official adjudicator wasn't another hustler. Jess leaves the room so Paul can reel them in.
What do you know about what's going on?
I'm told us that we've won a prize.
Yeah.
Really? And did they tell you what kind of prize you've won?
No.
Like one of them 3, I think.
It is one of those 3, as a matter of fact. If I could bring you through, we've got to do a little bit of paperwork, a couple of things like that, and then we'll get to it. Again, sorry to keep you waiting. It's just, as you can imagine.
He takes them into the other room where there are 3 gold envelopes on the table. They're guaranteed a big win.
So, in a moment, you're going to choose one of these, the prize is in there, that's the legal part. Because of the way that we operate, and also for legal and tax reasons, we require that you pay £200. But the reason for that is that you have covered all the tax requirements that we have. So anything that you win, you don't have to pay tax on. Okay? That's it.
Oh, that's good. That'd be
I
worth.
mean, it's not bad. You get some champagne and you win a big prize.
I've got £200 in my bank.
Oh,
Yeah, you should have.
even if you don't, you will do by the end of the night. So. Okay, Susie. I'll let Susie take care of that. Can I see that?
Is that okay, that one? That's the only one I've got.
Oh yeah, that'll come right out of your bank account, won't it? Okay, could you run that for us, please?
Absolutely can.
Great, thank you very much.
They agree to pay the fee on debit card, and Jess takes it away to process, while the couple excitedly talk to Paul about their ideal prize.
The money will come in handy, believe me.
It does. Is that what you're hoping for, is the money? I'd be hoping for the house. You can sell the house.
Yeah, a cottage.
Yeah, the cottage is in Suffolk. Yeah.
It's all gone through fine.
Going through fine?
Done.
There you
Oh,
go.
great. Fantastic.
There you go. Thank you very much.
All right, well, thank you very much. You've got 3 choices in front of you. One of them is a house, one of them is a car, one of them is £5,000.
No, you.
I usually find the ladies are luckier than the guys.
Go on.
The moment of truth has arrived. The lucky winners must choose an envelope. Will it be the cottage, the car, or the money?
Oh, you got the money. Oh, wow.
Lovely.
Excellent. You happy with that?
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's time to celebrate with a glass of champagne and the big check.
One of those old phone cameras. Fantastic. So we've got a few things to eat. Anything that you like.
Finally, they get their hands on the £5,000 prize.
That's for you. All right, we'll be right back.
The lucky couple are left alone to decide how they're going to spend their winnings. But when they open the envelope, the smiles don't last long. Inside, there's no cash or cheque, just £5,000 in discount vouchers for useful things like designer wedding dresses.
Leslie Anderson wedding dress, $400. Didn't want a dress, already.
And expensive quad bikes.
4-point quad bike, 500 off. It's corporate.
So don't disappear.
Huh?
So don't disappear.
They wait for Paul and Jess to return so they can confront them.
200 quid.
That might be done. It's a bit mad.
But 10 minutes later, and there's still no sign of them.
Go and knock on, see if he's there. Yeah.
Running out of patience, they try the door.
Yeah, it's locked.
Sadly for the unlucky winners, there's no reply. The hustlers have pulled a fast one, but how? Enticed by the definite win of a car, a country cottage, or at the very least £5,000, the Marks are happy to cough up 200 quid for the admin fee. But more importantly for a hustler, Jess also gets a swipe of their card and their bank details. Remember, real con artists carry this scam out hundreds of times. But what would have happened if the couple had chosen a different prize? There would be no difference. Each envelope contained the same prize, £5,000 of useless vouchers. The hustlers escape and leave the punters with their worthless prize. Unless, of course, they could use £1,000 off the price of a yacht.
There's nobody in there,
There's nothing in there for us at all. That's a clock, and it's £3,250, and it's £250 off.
Yeah, you paid 200 quid to them, haven't you? Where are they?
This is not on. It's definitely not on.
The key thing to remember about this scam is you're not going to win a competition that you haven't entered. If you get a letter in the post that's saying you've won £1 million or a yacht or a flat in the Costa del Sol, if you haven't entered that competition, then how can that possibly be?
More real hustles still to come. We reveal the tricks of the trade at the hustlers' market.
I guarantee that he will never forget it.
And Alex and Paul turn the tables on the casino. The real hustlers are going to show you how to win some free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this bar. The proposition bet suckers you in as it's a bet on an event or outcome that you believe can only go one way. And it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So watch and learn.
Do you like shots?
Don't mind them.
You don't mind drinking a shot every now and again, just to keep the buzz on?
Yeah, it'd be alright.
Yeah, you know, get your money's worth. I'm willing to bet that you cannot drink that shot straight back in one go. It's just rum, okay? But without spilling a single drop.
No, I think I could do that.
You sure? Okay. Now here are the rules. I'm going to set that glass down right there on the table, okay? I'm not going to cover it with anything, okay? I'm not going to body blow you or try and knock you down if you try and drink it, okay? You're free to pick it up and drink it anytime that you like, but I'm going to count to 5. So if after 5 you haven't drunk it, or you've spilled a single drop, you lose. Now, the other thing too is I'm not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty fair?
Yeah.
All right. What do you bet?
Round of drinks.
Round of drinks. Fair enough? All right, let's just make sure I got what I need for this. Okay. All right. So one more time, just so the rules are clear. I'm going to take the glass, okay, and I'm going to set it down in front of you. Like that. And it's on the table. If you spill a single drop when you drink it, you lose. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall I count slower? 5. Do you need more time?
I don't think it will help.
5. You lose. What do you like? What do you want to drink?
Glass of wine.
Glass of wine.
I'll have wine too, thank you. Wine too?
3 wines and a whiskey for me. Get yourself a shot as well.
Yeah.
These scams often appeared as advertisements in the backs of magazines and newspapers. Now today they've found a new home on the internet, but they still work out on the street.
A busy shopping centre can provide rich pickings for hustlers. Paul and Jess have rented 2 market stalls to sell some very popular items to punters who can't resist a bargain. This time they're playing it completely straight, in the truth swindle.
You're out shopping today?
Jess is flogging coat hangers.
I'm selling 100 coat hangers today for £3 if you're interested. They're all the same, so they won't all tangle up like all your other ones. The metal ones, the metal coat hangers.
Meanwhile, Paul is trying to convince people that his model plane is worth parting with £30 for.
It's not like the things that you buy in the other stores, which is all kind of ready-made. It's you get a set of plans, you get all the materials, ultralight. The model that you make is guaranteed to fly.
Paul's product is incredibly versatile. Not just a model plane, it's a whole flight system.
It's won all sorts of awards and stuff. It's one of those things that guarantee that, you know, everyone who buys it is gobsmacked.
Feels like a box. Lovely. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. Thank you.
And in just a couple of minutes, Jess has offloaded 2 boxes of 100 coat hangers for £3 each. Paul's having to work a bit harder to shift his model planes, but at £30 a pop, it's worth it.
You can actually use the same type of materials to make bigger models as well. It's a classic design, so it doesn't have any motors or moving parts like that.
Is there any faults or anything there? Can I get more?
There won't be any faults with it. It's so simple. When you see it, you'll understand when you see it why we don't let people see it beforehand, because it's so good. You're going to be able to make tons of them. They're super lightweight, I guarantee.
Is it empty?
No, it's not empty. Definitely not empty.
How you lower the price?
I've got to wrap these up pretty soon. I don't want to take them home with me. I'll give you one for 20. That's the best I can do for you.
Oh, that's fine.
You want to do it for 20? All right. All right, there you go, mate. There you go. Thank you very much. Your receipt's the box there. You know, if anything's wrong with it, I'll replace it.
Next door, Jess is also selling 40 cigarette lighters for just £3, and she's bagged another sale.
Yeah? Okay, that's £3 then, please.
With all the patter, the goods are flying off the stalls.
That's £30, please.
What do you want, cash?
Cash is always nice. Okay, all right.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
What I'll do is I'll have a couple of packs
packs of the lighters, aren't they?
2 packs? Okay. 2 packs. Okay. There you go. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye. Bye, girls.
In just an hour, Jess and Paul have raked in the cash without telling a single lie, and they've had a stream of happy customers.
I've just bought some lighters.
A model aeroplane for my grandson.
Beautiful hangers.
My brother's birthday's coming up, so I thought it was a good buy for £30.
And like on the shops, it costs like £1,000.
There were £3 a box, or she did 2 for £5 for me. Very good bargain.
Really good bargain. Love a bargain.
We do, we love a bargain.
So, where's the con? We asked the happy customers to open the boxes to check out their goods. First of all, the 100 coat hangers.
It's 100 nails. You need a hammer.
So that's £3
Bit of a Swiss, isn't it?
for a 60p box of nails.
Well, that wasn't such a bargain after all, was it?
Was it?
No.
In fact, the hustlers have been busy packing the boxes the day before. Alex has counted out 100 nails into each coat hanger box, complete with instructions on how to hammer them into a wall before hanging your coat on them. But Jess didn't tell a lie.
They're all the same, so they won't all tangle up like all your other ones. The metal ones, the metal coat hangers. They're not obvious.
True.
The ones that you can hang trousers on, you can hang jackets, coats.
That's absolutely true.
Coat hanger, we did say was 100 coat hangers. I suppose technically.
And what about the 40 lighters?
A box of matches. I just turned around and said to my daughter they felt a bit light.
Cost to the hustler, 12p. Cost to the punter, £3.
40 lighters. Well, yeah, it was, because they are lighters, really. Because they're matches and they do light them up.
What does it go like for £3? Are you interested?
Lighters.
Yeah, disposable.
Again, no lie.
I bought what you described. I mean, all this rubbish.
And the model plane that was a bargain at £30.
Hey, got to do it myself.
It's a sheet of paper.
This guy got a £10 discount and is still not happy.
Yeah, and then you just fold it and make a paper airplane. So basically I paid £20 for this.
Paul's model flyer was just a sheet of A4 with instructions on how to fold it into a paper aeroplane. Cost to the punter, £30. Cost to the hustler, practically nothing.
This is exactly as what he described to me.
They're easy to make. They guarantee it can be made in under 3 hours.
The truth.
You can actually use the same type of materials to make bigger models as well.
The whole truth.
Yeah, you won't get anything like this at the other shops, guarantee that.
And nothing but the truth.
I've been done, basically. Rip-off.
Yeah, I was smiling, yeah. I'm not smiling no more. Get me?
To make things worse, there's no refunds at these stalls.
Outdoors. Here we've got a special no money back guarantee.
Well, we have a no money back guarantee, so...
They were warned, and before anyone can complain, the hustlers have packed up and moved on.
Now, these scams use clever wording to conjure the idea of what you're getting, but when you actually get it, of course, it's a load of rubbish. What makes these quite clever is you look back, you reread it, and it's exactly what you got, but obviously not what you expected.
Gambling's about big money and good luck, and it's one of the favourite targets for a hustler. Alex and Paul are here to put their hustling skills to the test, and we've got our cameras in position to try and catch them turning the odds in their favour at the blackjack table. Around the table, each player's dealt 2 cards, and the hand with the highest total wins, as long as it doesn't exceed 21. The top hand is a 10 or a picture card drawn with an ace. This is called Blackjack.
Sweet. People often ask why casinos change the rules over the years, and what they're trying to do is protect themselves. And over time, they've learned how to change the game of blackjack to beat people who cheat from the outside. These are people using things like sleight of hand to try and beat the house. You know what? Show me your blackjack. Oh, yeah. Okay. What if we were to set up a game played by the old rules? For example, you used to be able to handle the cards with 2 hands. And in that case, you could do switches like this.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my blackjack hand. concealed in my right hand, and I get dealt a terrible hand of 5-3, and I'm going to go in and steal that hand. So all I'm doing is I'm going in with the blackjack hand, grabbing all the cards. Now you can see that these cards are here, and these cards get taken by the other hand and show my blackjack.
He's swapped a useless hand for a winning one. But will it work in front of an eagle-eyed dealer? Here's the switch, and that's blackjack.
The thing about moves like this is that they do actually beat the camera in the sky. So you can watch as closely as you like, and if someone's an expert, you can't see anything. But then the rules started to change. So one of the things they came up with was you could only touch the cards with one hand at a time. Somebody went home, practiced for a few years, came back, and this time, with the blackjack here and the terrible hand here, they come in, look at the hand, and then show it like that. So they actually make all of the switch with one hand.
Even with the one-hand rule to protect the house, an experienced hustler can still make the switch. Close up from another angle, the switch is still impossible to spot.
Now we can take this further. Let's say we had two hands over here. Here we have part of a blackjack, and I see I've got an ace. And here I see I've got a king. So you can see the blackjack is split. And what I do is when I look at the cards again, I switch these cards between the other two. Everything done with one hand. When I look at this hand and slide it underneath, I palm out a card. As I go over here, I add the card to this hand. And I palm the ace as I put these down and add it to this hand.
So in the casino, Paul's playing two hands, but needs to swap the cards to make blackjack. Even from the eye in the sky, it's impossible to tell what he's up to. But once again, he collects on a winning hand.
Oh!
Here it is again. Under the cover of checking his first hand, he palms a low-value card. Then swaps that with the ace from the other hand and rakes in the chips with blackjack.
Naturally, you can't do this overnight, but this is the kind of thing that's been happening for years. It does still happen because these kinds of games are still played, even in Las Vegas. You might find yourself in a casino sometime soon, and you might have enjoyed watching these ideas, but however tempted you are, there's absolutely no doubt whatsoever that you will go to jail if you get caught doing these.
Keep your wits about you. Hustlers are everywhere. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is.
He's took our money, hasn't he?
For more information on the making of The Real Hustle, visit the BBC Three website.
On the way, in a few minutes, we have a good old look at my penis and everyone else's. Whoa, wait, it's not what you think.